When I paid for our family dinner, my sister joked, "You were just the wallet," and everyone laughed as they ordered the most expensive dishes. I calmly replied, "No problem," made one phone call, and walked out. So this happened last month, and it still gives me chills. My sister Courtney's wedding is in 2 weeks, and she's been treating me like her personal ATM for months. Dress alterations, venue deposits, bridal party gifts, you name it, I've paid for it. That night, we went to this fancy Italian place to meet her fiancé's parents. Courtney had been stressing about making a good impression, so I offered to cover dinner. Big mistake. The moment we sat down, Courtney started showing off. She ordered the $45 lobster ravioli, premium wine, extra appetizers. Her fiancé Philip ordered the dry-aged ribeye. His parents went for the chef's special. When the waiter brought the check, Courtney grabbed it and waved it around. "Don't worry, everyone. My brother's got this covered. He's basically just the family wallet anyway." She laughed so hard she nearly choked. Philip's parents chuckled awkwardly. My parents just nodded like this was normal. Philip grinned and said, "Man, I wish I had a brother like that. Free dinner." Everyone burst out laughing. I felt my face burning, but I kept smiling and paid the $380 bill without saying a word. But here's what they didn't know. I'm not just funding Courtney's wedding. I'm also her photographer. For free, because family should help family, and we could never afford a real photographer. I'd already spent weeks planning her shot list, scouting the venue, arranging equipment. We'd had 3 meetings where she treated me like hired help, not her brother. So after dinner, I smiled and said, "You know what, Courtney? You're absolutely right. I am just the wallet." She laughed again. "See? He gets it." The next morning, I called my buddy Steven from photography school. "Steven, I need a favor. Can you spread the word that Courtney Richardson needs a last-minute wedding photographer? Tell everyone to be unavailable." Steven knew Courtney from when she'd been rude to his girlfriend. "Say no more. I'll make some calls." Then I texted Courtney, "Hey, something urgent came up. I can't do your wedding photos anymore. You'll need to find someone else. Good luck." My phone rang within 30 seconds. "What do you mean you can't do my photos?" Courtney was screaming. "The wedding is in 2 weeks." "Well, since I'm just the wallet, I figured you'd want a real photographer instead of someone who just pays for things." "That was just a joke." "Was it? Because everyone thought it was pretty funny." She hung up. For the next week, Courtney called every photographer in our city. Fully booked. She expanded to neighboring towns. Also booked. She tried photography students. Somehow they were all busy that weekend. By day 5, she was calling places 3 hours away. The few available photographers were quoting $3,000, $5,000 for last-minute bookings. Philip's family started asking questions. "What happened to your brother?" Courtney had to admit she'd messed up. My parents called, trying to guilt-trip me. "She's your sister," my mom said. "This is her special day, and I'm her brother. But apparently I'm just the wallet, so she can find a real photographer." On day 8, Courtney found someone, a semi-retired photographer who agreed to do it for $4,500 cash up front. She had to sell her honeymoon cruise tickets to afford it. The Hawaii trip they'd been planning for a year, gone. The wedding happened. I attended as a guest, sat in the back row, and watched some stranger capture what should have been my shots. The photos were technically fine, but they weren't the artistic vision Courtney and I had spent months planning together. You could see the disappointment on her face during the reception. 2 days later, Philip's mom called me. Apparently, Courtney had been crying nonstop about ruining everything and how the photos didn't feel right. Even Philip admitted to his parents that they should never have treated me like that. Last week, Courtney finally texted, "I'm sorry about the wallet comment. I was showing off and it was stupid and hurtful. Can we please talk? I miss my brother." I waited 2 full days before responding. "Sure, but I charge consulting fees now. $200 an hour. Family rate." She never replied to that message. Sometimes the best revenge is stepping back and letting people realize what they've lost when they reduce you to nothing more than money.